They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet because they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew, let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho,
they're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Stars in the House.
happy anniversary to everyone.
We should have had party hats. Our party hats we don't have with us, Seth.
Oh, sometimes we just wear masks as a party hat. That's what Elizabeth did last time.
Welcome to our second year anniversary of Stars in the House, our fundraiser that we began that we thought was only going to be for a few weeks, March 16th, 2020, for the Actors Fund.
Now it's March 16th, 2022. We raised a lot of money, and quite frankly, I've gained a lot of weight. I just bought new pants today on the internet, up one waist size. I'm like, oh, this will be fine. Lily couldn't put them on. Okay. You want to talk about it? Kelly O'Hara is slightly smiling.
Really? I'm going to talk about it with you? You got to be kidding me.
Okay. You can't see anything underneath here.
That's
Let's just
right.
keep it that way. Because it goes in here, and then it just goes out. Okay. I want to talk about it.
Well, look, we have a lot of fun surprises. We basically are bringing back the gang from the very first episode, meaning me and Seth, Kelly O'Hara, Dr. Jon LaPook, and then special guest Joe Benincasa for the Actors Fund.
Who was behind the scenes the weekend leading up to it.
Absolutely. And one of our most frequent guests, Neuwirth, is going to be with us at the end of the show. And there's a surprise that David Katz told us that we are not allowed to see the video. So we're going to bring David on at the end because our small but mighty staff, as I say, of Stars in the House, they, along with David, put together a video, which I have not seen.
Should we talk about the matching donation?
Yes, we should.
So tonight we have a matching donation. That means that everything,
there it is.
Everything you match will be double. Wait,
well, it's up to $2,500.
Oh, from Sharon Kirshner. So anything you donate, which the donations have already begun. Now, Sharon is donating for another full day because she's actually not watching the show live tonight because it is Purim, which is the one Jewish holiday where you can actually be in a good mood. So she's out, and I'm not joking. So she's out celebrating. And
she's not, as you would say, she's not watching this crap fest. She's going to watch it later on. She's having fun tonight.
Taking advantage of not talking about death.
She can be out.
Well, it's always like the wall was destroyed and we sinned. It's like, I get it. Anyway, so she's out enjoying herself, and it is Purim. And Elizabeth, James's mom, made us all hamantash. And look at this. That's apricot and Nutella. I've never had Nutella hamantash. And let me just say, the pants have to go up another 2 sizes. But anyway, the point is, we're matching donations now. People can donate by going to.
Well. By the way, before I forget, they can donate today or tomorrow, Thursday, the 17th, up till midnight.
Basically,
and
all
it'll be
through
double.
Purim.
That's right. You can go to starsinthehouse.com, or you can text Fund 2020 to 56512. And once you get your receipt from the Actors Fund, he's making fun of
you can't have that much phlegm.
I just ate, Seth. I just ate.
I know. That's what a mute button is for.
You can get your receipt from the Actors Fund and your message for us. And you can forward it to donations@starsinthehouse.com, and we'll read it, or Kelly O'Hara will read it, or Dr. LaPook,
or BB, or Lilith,
or David Katz at the end. So there's quite a bit.
Hold
to talk
on,
about.
challenge.
Uh-oh.
All Jews should donate Chai today. And if you have to tell a Jew what Chai is, it's not called a Jewish. But the point is, we know what Chai is. Everybody donate Chai, and it's going to be matched. Double Chai.
There you go. Seth.
Yes.
We're going to give a little, in case we don't say it at the end, a little preview. We're not going to show a preview, but basically we've been in back-to-back meetings.
Well, you've been in back-to-back meetings. A lot of me texting going, hey, what's going on?
Yes. Because we have a very special show coming up a week from Saturday. And we're not going to reveal the guests quite yet, but there's a lot of them, and it's going to be a telethon, much like our vote-a-thon that we did on Election Day 2020, and this is going to be for the International Rescue Committee. But more details, press release is going out on Friday.
For International Rescue Committee?
Go ahead, Seth. I'm going to close this.
It's because it's for what's happening in Ukraine, and everyone, obviously, either people are staying and suffering, or they're fleeing and trying to find a place to go. And International Rescue Committee
has been there since the Jews were fleeing Nazi Germany. And so it was co-founded by Albert Einstein. He was one of the founders.
Smarty pants.
Yeah.
So we're going to help them, and we're going to be talking to refugees. We have a lot of celebrity guests. We can't mention that Kelly's doing. Give it away. We can't mention the other guests that are doing it besides Kelly O'Hara, but lots of celebrity guests. It's going to be all day. It's going to begin at noon on Saturday Eastern.
That's right, to 10 p.m. Eastern. And I think we're going to be talking to quite a few refugees in Poland and in Ukraine. And, there's been so much suffering, and we want to give them a platform to say why it's important that all of us support the people of Ukraine, because if you support the people of Ukraine, you support the world and democracy and humanity. And so we're going to do our small part with that and with our friends. So that's going to be on the 26th, but more information
Saturday all day.
Yeah.
So we just did our opening, Stars in the House, which of course we love. It was written by my friend Scott. And by the way, we're debuting it tonight. So we're debuting a brand new opening set. That's what I want to say. Jack Plotnick.
Still Liz Calloway singing.
Still Liz Calloway belting that amazing song. But now it's all new graphics by Jack Plotnick. So we were going to just begin with it, and I said I feel we should lead up to it. So this is the debut of the brand new opening. Is everybody ready out there?
Let's do it.
Okay, ready? A 1, a 2, a 3.
And we are live.
They've won Tonys and Oscars and Emmys and Grammys. There's no red carpet because they're home in their jammies. From Melrose Place to Broadway to Janeway and her crew. Let Seth and James bring all the stars to you.
Anywho.
They're entertaining everyone, so who's gonna grouse? Just sit right back and you'll hear some tales on Stars in the House.
Still got it.
I cannot believe that Jack Plotnick found that B flat chord at the end, unless David found it. Because
I don't know. That
Sean
was pretty
Hayes
amazing.
Sean Hayes and I were playing Rhapsody in Blue together, and we both hit that B, right? We both hit the B flat chord. It's such an amazing ending.
Yeah, it really is.
I want to make sure I said that. So I didn't finish. So Scott Logson wrote those lyrics. Dana Rowe wrote the music. Dana Rowe wrote one of my favorite musicals, Zombie Prom. So thank you so much for giving us that song, and Liz for singing it, and Jack for those new graphics, and Gershwin for the amazing ending with Sean Hayes.
And we did not have that opening at the beginning. We had a little bit of What the World Needs Now Is Love. That's right. It was Renee Elise Goldsberry, and who else was that little bit?
Al Shipley. Oh,
that's right.
However, we'll show you what the original opening was. So we're going to bring on.
Yes.
So we should. I guess we should talk about the origin of the show, but we should have Kelly here to talk about the origin.
Well,
right?
let's do the first hello we can do, because here's the thing. We on our last anniversary, the first anniversary, we basically wanted the show that we're going to have tonight. Kelly wasn't available, so we were like, okay, let's make this clips, and we can. I don't even remember what exactly we did. Maybe it was Head Over Heels. We may have talked about it, but it was like an anniversary week. But this is a show that we really wanted, but we knew we couldn't do it without Kelly. So so that's what we're doing tonight. And so
I feel like we have to. I think we have to bring the background. I don't want to show that.
Oh,
yet,
so
because I
go
wanna
ahead,
talk about
Seth,
how
go ahead.
shocking it was.
All right, go ahead.
So let's first bring on Kelly, and we can all talk together how it all happened. Because
Sure.
that's such a fun reveal.
Sure.
All right, because we didn't know how to do it. That's what's amazing.
That
We
is
were in
very
shock.
true.
So we're gonna bring on Ms. Kelly O'Hara Naughton. Hi, Kel.
Hello.
Why is your hair? Why are you not in pin curls? Aren't you a biatchy woman in 1850 that lives in a beautiful mansion?
No,
Gilded Age.
not right now. No, I'm in Philadelphia. We're doing the hours, and I'm in a little apartment, so I'm on my phone. But I have a
Musical.
lamp.
First of all, your lighting is amazing. So James, talk about the origin and how Kelly O'Hara always is the first person that does our giant events.
Yes, it's like it's Kelly, Adina Menzel, or Jesse Mueller. It's like we have three women that we go to first, and we're like, do it. Can you do it? And basically, I don't know, Kelly, what was it? Did we just email you and just say, will you be our guinea pig? Like what was the email that we sent
Well,
you or
what
the
if I have
text?
it here? I'm gonna look.
I don't know. You guys, you always present something that is so helpful to this community, to the world at large. And you say, hey, do you want to help us do this amazing, wonderful human thing, for all of humanity? And we can't say no. You guys are constantly doing good for people. And you just give us the opportunity to help you do that. So I've got to do it. Hey, before I go on, can I you guys mentioned Sharon Kirshner. who's going to match tonight.
Yes.
And she sent a message to you, and I just want to read it before we go any further. Okay. It just, here it is. Quote, many thanks to Seth, James, Dr. LaPook, and the fabulous talented guests on Stars in the House for the thousands of hours of entertainment, music, theater, laughter, love, education, and games. Stars in the House is a gift, and I'm not sure I would have made it through the pandemic without as much sanity, joy, and gratitude without you.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's so beautiful. Thank you.
Of course,
forget.
none of us had any idea what was to come March 16, 2020, much less Stars in the House. And I mean, it was really started, Kelly. It was going to be, what, Seth? It was going to be.
I think we should go back. So
Yeah,
basically, Broadway shut down on March
12th.
So that was we were in Houston
On that Thursday.
doing a political fundraiser. We came back to New York, and over the weekend, and I know some people have heard this story, but I feel like some people haven't. So Jen Cody posted, "Oh my God, the Actors Fund is going to be overwhelmed. Shouldn't we do something, guys?" And she tagged all these people and didn't tag me, and it infuriated me. I'm like, why would you not tag the person who does best? So angry. So to prove her wrong, what? No, but I basically said to James, I said, Jen Cody's right. I said, we've got to do something. I said, why don't I get like Kelly to sing like 3 songs and ask people to donate to the Actors Fund? And James was like, 3 songs, and then what? I'm like, 3 songs, and then we're out. Go.
And I was like, no, there should be more to it. It should be like a show, and we should, and there, of course, donations, and we can read them aloud, and just make it and talk in the beginning like we do, and just make it a show. And we found, David Katz and I found StreamYard, who's now our sponsor. So for our staff and for taxes and for insurance and all the stuff we have to get, it's basically covered by StreamYard. Most of it is. And so every penny can go to the Actors Fund. And so we were just like, oh, well, let's do it. And then it was like, at that point, we thought, oh, it's going to last until mid-April.
Hold on,
right?
wait. Did you skip the whole big reveal? That's what I thought you were talking about.
Go ahead.
That I was going to interview people and then the whole
Go
iPhone. Because I'm looking for Kelly's thing. By the way,
There
I
you
wrote, Kelly, would you be able to be our first star performer? This is March 15th. It would be tomorrow at 8 p.m. I can send you 3 songs ASAP. Oh, like I guess accompaniment. Then I would like to show you how the stream works. It's actually very easy. And you said totally great, can help. So basically what people don't know is that we didn't know Zoom wasn't really like a thing. So I said to Kelly, I said, I'm going to put you on my FaceTime and I'll hold you to the camera and then like you'll sing and it'll be an amazing show. Good night. And then that's when you and David were like,
that's where we're like,
it sounds
no.
like a horrible show.
There's no way we can keep that up. That's just too headachy. And so that's how we found
StreamYard.
StreamYard.
But then Kelly, you and I, there was still no awareness that the internet has delays. Remember? So I kept playing for you and you kept singing.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We
yes.
kept sound checking over and over again.
Right.
And I was like, when the sky, and you were like, sky. I'm like, why are you behind me?
Yeah. Now everyone knows on Zoom you can't do a choir where everyone's singing at the same time. It's just like kind of impossible. But at that point, we were like all the guinea pigs. We had no idea. So
we didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
So we get to the first. So this is our first appearance.
Yes,
right?
This is at 8 o'clock. 2 years ago tonight.
2 years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago. We didn't have an introduction, and we really didn't know about.
We didn't know. We were on mute, so it was like one of the first times. None of us had heard. You got to unmute yourselves. So we did that here for the first time for the very first appearance. Go ahead, Seth. Play
1, 2, 3. This is our amazing opening.
Got it?
That. Hello.
I think we're on.
I think we're on. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to make sure that everybody is there. All 3 of us. Hi, guys. All right, I'm removing you from the screen so you're on. Hi, Dr. Jon LaPook, Kelly O'Hara. Goodbye. Hey.
Gosh.
How did we get any donations?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, we were all so clueless, but it just actually it warms my heart actually, because it also impresses me how artists and everybody just started going to work. They started figuring it out. You know, David Katz figured everything out. We, figured out how to make music, figured out how to sit in different places all over the world and put music together. And it fed the souls of my family and yours. And it started here, and it was so neat. I can't believe that was 2 years ago. I mean, I think, I've gone from having babies to bigger, young teenagers at this point. It just quickly changed.
Well, we have a clip. David pulled all these clips, of course.
Thank you, David Katz.
And this is you, Kelly, coming on for the first time on the show.
All right, so let me introduce our first guest, Miss Kelly O'Hara. Split screen.
Woo!
It works.
Hi.
Kelly, you look so
Powder.
cool.
I don't have enough powder.
It's all good. So, Kelly, where are you sitting right now?
I'm sitting in my little office.
Because we have to social distance.
That's right.
Wow.
I remember asking people to do it, and they're like, I don't know if I should come over to your house. I'm like, we're not doing it in the same place. Like, no one really understood it yet.
Yeah.
And I remember, Kelly, you showed me that photo that we both had the same photo of ourselves in Las Vegas.
Yes. Yeah. I was right behind me in my little desk. And then of course, as we started doing it, you guys put your pictures up behind you, and we started making these little rooms and cozy little places. And so much has changed, and it's so amazing how quickly we all adapted. But at that moment, what we were doing right there was just connecting. And that I had people write me and say, it's a place to go to see your friends. We weren't seeing anybody at all.
I know for me, seeing you on that screen, like watching that right there, it all comes back, that it just felt like, oh, this is there's hope.
It's doable.
It's
we can survive.
We can survive this, because we were, of course, it isn't the same as being in the same room, but we were still able to talk and laugh, and in a crude way, you're not in the same room playing and singing, but still made it work, and it was still beautiful.
Before we go on, I feel like we have such a slew of donations. Don't you think we should read some of them?
Yeah, I mean, Kelly, can you read donations on your phone?
I mean, I don't know if I can. Let me see.
If David was sort of saying she couldn't.
There's yes, I can. I see them. Can you hear me?
I love it. Yes, we can still see you.
I cannot thank James, Dr. LaPook, the remarkable Jack, and most incredible Stars in the House crew enough. For all of the theater nerds, you have been a salvation and an oasis. There should be a statue of you in Foley Square. Bravo on 2 remarkable and life-changing years. James from New Jersey gives $100. I mean, beautiful messages to go with this, but should I read the whole message again?
Yeah, keep going, Kelly, if you don't mind.
Dear Seth, James, and Dr. LaPook, there are no words to truly express the gratitude that we in Stars in the House family feel for what you've given us these past 2 years. All of us agree that Stars in the House literally saved us during the pandemic. Thank you for all you've shared and for deepening our love and appreciation of the live performing arts. As Dr. LaPook has said, the arts will save us. Love, Alice from Texas, $100. Dear Seth, James, David, Dr. LaPook, and tireless team behind the scenes, thank you so much for 2 years, 533 episodes, and countless moments of happiness. I bet the Stars in the House core fam will appreciate that little Cats reference. Which one was? The countless moments of happiness. Yes. Love from Germany. Isabel, $200. Wow. Seth and James.
Isabel, so loyal.
Yes. Thank you for all you do. It was certainly not your aim, but you have cemented a legacy. Ryan in Wisconsin for $250.
We love Ryan.
Since March 2020, the fund has distributed more than $26.2 million to more than 17,750 people in need in the performing arts and entertainment community. David
Kelly, that's just we forgot to say that at the beginning. That's just like a fact of how amazing the fund has been. That's incredible.
$26.2 million to almost 18,000 people.
Wow. You can go down, Kelly. Because those are some thank you notes that we'll read a little bit later. But go to where it says 8:12 p.m.
Okay.
And by the way, and you pronounce her name Donna. She's from Hawaii.
Oh, Donna from Hawaii. We love her. What's she write?
Yeah, she said, I couldn't decide between $200 for 2 years and $316 for 316. So I went with $730. $1 a day for 2 years. The only good thing about the pandemic still being with us after 2 years is that Stars in the House is still with us too. I can't say it better than Tina, Seth and James, and Dr. LaPook. You're simply the best. 700 from Donna in Hawaii. And then David's going to read the next.
Wow.
Donna, 730. But wait, by the way, I think we made our match, but that doesn't matter. Maybe she'll double it. Keep donating, mofos.
Kelly, I want to show your first song. I don't even know if this is the whole song. David, is this the whole song or not? I don't even know. It is. Okay, we're gonna show it.
We'll talk about the symbolism of it. Concert.
So Cockeyed Optimist, speaking of the first, the Kelly being one of the first people we always call, one of the first three, was Kelly for our Concert for America that we did. There's a couple of those posters behind us. Kelly, you were the very on Inauguration Day 2017. You were the very first person to sing, and we don't have that clip, but it's like you sang it to me, which again, wow, Kelly, not since I just realized of us connecting on there, go back, 3 years, and us connecting on stage with Cockeyed Optimist. You've always been there. You've always filled my heart. I just want to say that with love and joy. And I know that I'm speaking for many, many people. And that's why we call you, because that's what you are, is light, in addition to being an incredibly talented woman. So Cockeyed Optimist, because that was what we did for Concert for America, and you started it off because we wanted the audience to feel hopeful.
Yes.
We did not, we didn't, none of us knew what was in store for us as a world. But we knew that hope was needed. So we asked Kelly if she would sing Cockeyed Optimist, and she did.
Here it is, Kelly. This is what you were like 2 years ago tonight.
Greg, by the way, her husband's on today.
It's my husband. He's my stage manager. When the sky is a bright canary yellow, I forget every cloud I've ever seen. So they call me a cockeyed optimist, immature and incurably green. I have heard people rant and rave and bellow that we're done and we might as well be dead. But I'm only a cockeyed optimist, and I can't get it into my head. I hear the human race is falling on its face and hasn't very far to go. But every whippoorwill is sending me a bill and telling me it just ain't so. I could say life is just a bowl of jello and appear more intelligent and smart, but I'm stuck like a dope with a thing called hope, and I can't get it out of my heart. Not this
You still got it!
Kelly, that had to have been the first of like 1,000 videos that you made.
I know, but I'm so proud to have done it. And again, thank you for saying all the things you did. But remember, you guys are doing these things. You're starting Stars in the House. You're having the Concerts for America, the foster children event. You're inviting me to be part of something better. So thank you. And I think I speak for everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you,
Before
Kelly.
you go, this is again, thank you, David Katz, because he remembers more of these 500 some odd shows than I do. And he remembered that we asked you, I think it was more than knowing us, it was probably during the show, that we invited you as a surprise guest.
No. I think we were doing a show, and she texted, "Oh my God, I'm having a breakdown. It's like my favorite movie." And I was like, "Bizatch, here is a link. You're allowed to come on." And she was like, "Ha ha ha."
That was one of the nights of my life. The Goodbye Girl for me as a kid, I never came to New York until I was 21 years old. So I would watch The Goodbye Girl and pretend that I learned everything about New York from The Goodbye Girl, if you can believe it. So I memorized every line of the movie. I loved Marsha Mason and Richard Dreyfuss and Quinn Cummings. And then when you said I could actually sit in a room with them, which is what we are here, in a room and talk to them, I just went bonkers. And it was one of the neatest nights of my life. And then Marsha wrote me after. We're buds.
I didn't know that. How
so
cool.
Sweet. Yeah, anyway, I mean, what a gift. It's just, you guys keep on giving. It keeps on going.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's right here. It's when you come on. Here we go.
We're bringing on another Psycho super fan. Yes, she has the Tony Award, but she was texting me in a panic last night at midnight talking about how much she loves this film. Miss Kelly O'Hara.
Oh,
Listen, you probably don't even know who I am. This is for me. It's not even for you. It's for me. It's for me. I'm
somewhere in another room at my house. My daughter just fell over. So yeah, that thud you heard was a tall 19-year-old falling over. Yeah, I know who you are.
Well, I know how old you are, but you have a 19-year-old. That's crazy with the way you look, because you're the 19-year-old. But let me just say, I just want to say,
her daughter fell over and she didn't leave and check her out.
Check on her.
I am a
professional. Lack of empathy.
My whole family has just come into the room because they know what this is doing to me right now. So just really quickly, I just have to tell the three of you, I grew up on a farm in Western Oklahoma. I didn't know anything about why I was going to go into this at all. What I do know is that my mom showed me The Goodbye Girl when I was about the age that Quinn was during the film. And I proceeded to watch it probably every week for about 20 years.
Wow.
I don't know. It's funny that my mom would show, but it's true. And I loved it. And there I was and then I've seen over the whole time, the people you've had on, the groups that you've brought together, the reunions you've created for everyone's enjoyment and entertainment. And it's as much for the people involved in the reunion. They get to come see their old friends as it is for the audience. It's been such a neat idea and so it's been a service all around. And then you're raising money at the same time. So what a fun thing. Boy, that was a great night. Great night.
Hair coming out.
I know. Thank you, Kelly, so much for
Thank
joining
you for
us.
2 years. Well, let's hope that on the third year, we're doing something all together in a room. Okay.
That's right.
Without a mask on.
Or maybe in 10 days with a COVID test.
That's
right.
Saturday.
That's right.
The
That's
26th.
right.
All right. Thank you, Kelly Harris. See you soon.
Bye, Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Very soon.
Bye.
Okay.
Very
bye.
soon. David wants us to read these. He just said,
well, what about these right here?
I think that was 2. So you start that. By the way, I've got to read this one because it's my mishpacha. Okay. Esther Adelstein Jacobson. Double high. Esther, thank you. And your name is Esther on Purim. Brava.
Again, thank you to Seth, James, Dr. LaPook, David, Jen, and all who have made Stars in the House possible these past 2 years. You've entertained, informed, and enlightened me, made me cry with laughter and with awe-inspiring performances, given me many new friends in the beloved SITH core fam, and renewed my faith in the world. For all that you do, have done. Oh, this is so nice. For all that you do, have done, and will do, you have my love and admiration always. Happy anniversary, Scott in Kansas City. $100.
Scott in
Thank you,
KC.
Scott.
Happy anniversary and a huge thanks to the entire Stars in the House team for 2 years. Did you just read that? Doesn't it sound the same? Oh my God. I was like, oh my God, it's the same things. Wow. Happy anniversary and huge thanks to the entire Stars in the House team for 2 years of entertainment, music, laughter, community, family, empathy, kindness, education, and overall good doing. Jan, $100. Thank you, Jan.
We'll do one more and then we're going to bring on.
Oh, he's one of my favorites. Seth and James, you declared that what the world needs now is love. And then spent the next 104 weeks. That's how long it's been.
Wow.
And counting, showing us how it's done. You can finish it, honey.
Through your efforts, we have collectively helped the artists, but you too have lifted us all in the process. Mark from Massachusetts, $200.
We love Mark from Massachusetts. My sister Nancy loves you also because she was doing the donations. You
all
guys,
right.
You were going like above and beyond. Thank you so much. And this money, I mean, should we have Dr. LaPook on? But
I think we should.
Should we just do one thank you letter from a client so people know that we're not just randomly collecting money?
Randomly collecting money.
No.
Okay, Seth. Here is a thank you note from an emergency financial assistant grant recipient. Quote, I would like to thank you for this assistance. You really have come through for me. Much gratefulness, love, and blessings to everyone working at the Actors Fund. I've donated to the fund in the past, but I had no idea all those times that someday I would be the one needing help too. And here's another note. Thank you so much for your help. I am so grateful for the time and extra help you gave me. My boyfriend, our baby in my belly, and I are over the moon with how much you have helped me. Thank you.
So this money it's hands-on. It's going directly to these people.
And on that note, I say we bring on the friend that 2 years ago today at 8 a.m., whenever we woke up, we did not know that he was going to be a part of the show for basically every show that we've done.
That day that we spoke.
It was that day because you said later. You said actually we can't work on the project that we were working on, but we are starting a live stream tonight And he was like, well, I'm available.
I'll give you a COVID update. And we're like, great. Thanks for doing the show tonight.
Yes.
And we'll see you in a year. Surely we'll never have to speak again.
And we saw him the next day at 2 p.m. And then it was like, and I'm going to say this before Dr. LaPook comes on. And then it was like, oh, he's going to come on at 2 o'clock. Great. And then we have a show at 8 o'clock tonight. And by the way, Dr. LaPook, we have a show every day this week, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. And it looks like we're going to do it the next week, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. He's like, I'm there. And with that note,
up to the minute information with
Dr.
LaPook.
Please welcome to Stars in the House, the chief medical correspondent of CBS News and the show, Dr. Jon LaPook.
So I'm like that cousin who came to visit and then like never left. Aren't there plays about this or movies?
I shouldn't have gotten that couch that folds out.
Oh my gosh.
Dr. Jon LaPook, I keep thinking surely like we have all the information and then you always come up with something new. You've really helped so many people because I'm so into the entertainment of this, but I know so many people look to this show for like clear medical advice. So thank you for always, and not doing my hyperbole, which is always like, it's always very extreme.
It's like low perbole with me.
Correct. He's medium. I'm high. Okay, what do you need to ask?
Well, John, I was going to ask you, what has been the thing that has surprised you the most? Because like I've been saying with Kelly earlier, it's like none of us knew what was going to happen. But has there been something that surprised you about this experience when you first said, yes, I'm available tonight, and you kept saying yes?
Oh, about this experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kate, my wife, Kate, encapsulated it. I think she got it before I got it. Which was I love doing this, and it's given me fulfillment to try to educate and all that stuff. But also, she will be the first to say that I've gotten a ton out of it because especially in the darkest days of the pandemic, like in the spring of 2020, I was on the COVID wards at NYU Langone, where I'm a professor of medicine. It was brutal. We didn't know anything. People were dying left, right, and center. We felt helpless. And I was always saying back then, I didn't like that term social distancing because physical distancing, we need to socially hug each other and come close together. And I think for me, especially when we were all holed up, hibernating in our shtetls, our caves, this was a form of community for me. And I got to meet all of these wonderful new friends. You and I, we knew each other from the previous
What the World Needs,
New Orleans, and from the Pulse nightclub shooting and What the World Needs Now, that amazing experience. But then meeting people in this community and these wonderful people who are donating money at a time when no money's coming in very often for the people who are donating. And then to have raised more than $1 million, a lot more now than $1 million for a great cause. Anyway, so that it's all go plan a life. It falls under the category go plan a life.
Well, Dr. LaPook, this is one of the clips that David picked, and it's actually the first batch of donations that we got.
So it's from $1 million all the way down to the
very, very beginning, and you and Kelly O'Hara are on screen. We're going to show it.
Let's see. Elizabeth, New York, $50. Janine, New York, $50. Michelle, Nevada, $50. Andrea, Massachusetts, $25. Stephen, New York, $10. Margie and Lou, $25 from Massachusetts. Thank you. Ned in New York, $25. Melissa in New Jersey, $100. Wow. Katrina, $50 in New Jersey. Lynn from Florida, $77. Caitlin, $25 in Virginia. Deborah, $37 in Texas. I'm starting to cry because it's just all amazing, right? Rebecca, $250 from New York. They literally keep coming in from text from David Engelman. Donald, $25 from Colorado. Did I say Rebecca, $250 from New York? Yes. Allison, $50 from Massachusetts.
This is incredible.
Oh my gosh. None of us knew what we were just kind of going with it. And it really was unexpected.
And the filter, I've said this before, but I've thought it. The filter of the people who are watching this and are part of this, it's a great filter, right? You're going to be a good person if you're part of this. And therefore, we've all been hanging out with good people. And I think we've needed it. I've needed it because, especially being, the chief medical correspondent for CBS News and doing stories about people who weren't following advice and they weren't buying public health. And in fact, they were attacking public health officials and all of the negativity, which there was certainly a ton of. You saw the good side. There's good and bad. There's good and bad, and there was some real wonderful moments from people, and generosity of spirit and love. What I remember when we did when I did that interview about the Pulse nightclub shooting. We were talking about at the very end. I said to both of you, but Seth answered, and I said, "Well, you've got love on this side, and then you've got fear on this side." And Seth immediately says, well, love wins. That's the thing. It always does. Love always wins. And that to me was just a perfect answer. And it's a perfect mantra for this, and also science.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Dr. LaPook, would you go to the private chat and read some of these donations? Speaking of,
certainly would.
Look at David where he put it 8:30.
8:30, celebrating the vision, clarity, and compassion and creativity of James and Seth. You make our world a better place each day, and we need it. Thank you. It's an honor to know you. Michelle and Joe, Santa Monica, 100 Smackolas.
Oh, thank you. They're very good friends. Keep going.
And happy second anniversary to SITH, meaning stars in the house, not to Seth, but also to Seth,
Yes.
Seth and Jim's. Much love and gratitude to everyone on the SITH team, especially Seth and James, and Dr. Silver Fox.
Okay, that right there was worth having you read it. Excellent.
I should have read it beforehand. My love, your game night charade queen, Lori S. from Texas, $50. Silver Fox.
That is hilarious.
funny.
Okay, can you read the next two?
Of course, I'll read the next two. Thank you for all you do. Much love and gratitude to Seth, James, all of their insanely talented friends, and the good folks in the SITH Corps fam group. Julie B, $50. Thank you, Julie B. It's small print. I don't remember how I found you on day one, but I have been watching since the beginning.
Whoa.
My personal fave was the Chicago Ladies episode. Haven't missed a show.
BB Neuwirth.
Show. I match your matching donation. Oh my gosh, I just read ahead. I match your matching donation, and I challenge every Broadway producer to do the same. Anywho, all the best. Miles Riley, $2,500.
Yes. All right. Hold on. I'm going to bring on
David
BB.
Katz, I love the
BB,
surprise.
can you
What?
believe that? And Joe Benincasa, I'm going to bring you out.
All right.
These donations are crazy.
2,500, an extra 2,500 out of the blue.
I thought 2,500 was more dramatic than 2,500. I don't know why. Just to say $2,000, and then another $500.
Miles Riley, he hasn't missed one show?
Fantastic.
Standing ovation for Miles.
Yes.
I would, except I'm so overweight right now.
And
Wow, Miles.
And the throwing down the gauntlet to challenge all the other producers.
I love that.
Go get them.
Gauntlet.
Yes.
Oh my.
BB and Joe, we're going to bring you back on in a minute, but I had to bring you on for
As actors
It's amazing.
fund.
I'm going to bring you. My gosh.
Mucky
Joe, we'll
Mucks.
see you in a minute. John, I wanted to show you before you go, because we're actually going to, well, we can't announce it yet, but we're working with Kate Lear
Yes.
on a special Stars in the House. So I don't want to give anything away, but that's going to be after our telethon.
Okay.
But it's going to be before April 1st, I believe. So that's coming up, and we're going to talk about that. But before you go, David put together at the end of our show a little clip from our last show. Do you remember what do you know what I'm gonna show, John?
No.
Okay.
I want to see this.
I'm gonna show it. It's all of our sweet babies included.
So the other thing before we sign off, so we were trying to think, how are we, we're just making this up as we go along, right? In the house that we have, my mom has a separate part of the house with her own living room and kitchen and bedroom and all that. And so we have between all of us, we have 4 dogs.
4 dogs.
And there was if you saw me going off to the side, that was me letting out the dog off the side. And Seth was over here when the dog and the cat were about to get in a fight and the light was going to come down. That's all what just literally happened. So Julie,
Yeah.
can you let the dogs out? We thought we'd
Yeah.
close.
We
the
decided
show.
we'd always close the show.
You
I want to. We close the show by letting the dogs out. All right. Who let the dogs out? Here they come. This is what we have to deal with every day. Come on, dogs.
Come on, baby. There we go. There's 2.
Hi, babies.
Three.
Hi.
Oh.
Wait, where am I?
And there we go. And now you can see why we could not have them in here. Oh, look at
Kelly's baby. Mandy, shut up. So big.
Oh, I have a dog too.
Oh,
And there's Chrissy.
That's Ash.
Bring Ash or Dr. Jon LaPook?
Bring Ash. Hold on.
What's your dog's name, Kelly?
This is Bradley.
Hey, Bradley. Dogs were crazy. Julie Makeup's amazing. Don't forget to donate. The Actors Fund is helping everybody. We have to wait for Dr. Jon LaPook's.
Hey, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my son, Noah. Well, this is Ash. But behind Ash is my actor son, Noah.
Hi, Angel. Mandy, say hi to the nice people. All right, we're signing off. Hi. We'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Dr. Peace out. How the hell do I turn this damn thing off?
Leave studio.
There it is. Bye.
I'm happy to answer
Send
medical.
me your questions. Yeah, send the questions to the doctor. Send me.
Oh,
Sweet Ash.
Sweet Ash shuffled off his mortal coil, but we love Ash, and my son Daniel has a miniature Bernedoodle named Riley, who we love, but is kind of big for me to hold like this.
I had forgotten that Noah was on the first show with making a guest appearance at the end.
And Julie.
You know, I'll leave as you told me I need to. No, but I just want to very quickly say something to people about what's going on right now.
Yes, please.
There's 2 things that are happening right now. If you look in Italy, it's going up. Great Britain's going up. South Korea way up. Right. United States still going down. I think what's happening are 2 things. One is people are thinking pandemic's over when it's not over yet. And so they're going out, they're going into bars. They've had it. I get it. Angry, fed up. We're done with this. We're vaccinated and we're boosted. And we probably, even if we get infected, are not going to end up dying or getting seriously ill, although it can happen. And so I get it. You're going out there. But that's leading to a little bit of a spurt in infections. And also, remember the BA2 subvariant of Omicron is about 25 to 30% more infectious, not more deadly, as we now, it does not look like it's more deadly. So that's going to lead to more infection. So don't be surprised, folks, if you see a little bit either it not falling down as quickly like a tail, or even a little bump up. That would not at all be surprising right now. So we're not quite out of this. We're in a good place, and the best thing is if you're vaccinated and boosted, it makes a big difference. So if anybody hasn't gotten this message yet, it's really well said. I think there's a beautiful animation by Paul Dupre on our 60-minute piece on March 6th. But the short of it is the first. My little thing is in the way. There we go. The first shot that you get brings the immunity up to here. It may wane a little bit. Then the second one brings it up to here. It may wane a little bit, but doesn't go down to the original level. But the booster takes it so high you're not seeing it on the TV on the screen. So please get the booster. Don't think that you do not need the booster. You need the booster. Get the booster, please.
Okay. And it's also what you've said, a month or 2 ago, maybe even longer. It's about risk assessment at this point also, and where you are, where you live.
Who you're going to be with.
Right.
Remember that it's like pretty much like the week before. So if you're about to see your grandmother or somebody who's immunocompromised, please, the week before, just be especially careful. If you've decided, well, okay, one of these days I'm going to get it, that's your decision. But, be smart about it. And then after you've seen that person, maybe it's a safer period. You could take more risk.
Right.
You have to make your decisions.
That's right.
Hashtag
it still applies. It still applies.
Yeah, hashtag
2 years later.
Or grandpa, for that matter.
That's right.
Yes.
All right, Dr. LaPook.
Thank you, Dr. LaPook.
We will
Happy anniversary, guys. And
Happy
congratulations to you. This was all your idea. Amazing. You guys are amazing. You blow me away. I'm so impressed with you, and you have hearts that go on forever. So thank you very much.
Thank you for
Thank
sharing
you,
our Drama Desk Award, by the way.
That's right.
We got a drama desk, which I always knew I would get when I went to medical school. Pretty much assured drama desk award.
So obvious.
Clear path.
Bye, Dr.
Dr.
LaPook. See you
Al.
next time.
Let's read some of these. You wanna
Well,
read-
I want to just say, it's like, who would have thunk when we started this? Sharon Kirshner, thank you so much for the $2,500 that we've blown past that.
Sharon Kirshner, we've blown
like-
past it. I know that right now you're focusing on this, the Hamantashen, but you're amazing. We have a matching donation to your matching donation. I'm going to read just some of the ones that have been coming
Oh,
in.
really? I thought maybe Joe or BB could read them. You want to go ahead and read?
James,
Okay,
for
go
all
ahead.
you do. Keep up the good work. $50, Judy from Ohio. Thank you, everyone involved with Stars in the House, for fun and friendship in the past 2 years. I appreciate all of you, Cheryl. $50. And a huge thank you. 2 amazing years. Stars in the House has been such a bright spot for us. Ann and Hannah, Waukegan, Illinois. $25. We have a lot more for BB. And
Oh,
Joe
I
Reed.
see.
That's my pernt.
I see. That's for your point. So why don't you bring out? Oh no!
Hold on.
What is happening, Seth? Well, Stars in the House would not be Stars in the House if it weren't for.
I love this cushion. It's so comfy.
And you just want to be taller than me in the chair. That's really what it's about. Can you please bring out and introduce?
I can barely
Mr.
see you. Let me
Benincasa?
look down.
Yes.
Oh, there you are. Hi. Okay, please welcome.
Go ahead.
He's not the chairman of the board. That's Stokes. I finally memorized that. What is Joe, the president?
That's why I was waiting to see if
I
you
can't
knew.
keep track. Can I just say he's like the head of the Actors Fund?
Why don't you ask him then? Seth?
He's a, let me just say, former baseball player Joe Benincasa. Hi, Joe.
What do you mean, former baseball player? I can still get out there. I have a uniform.
But weren't
That's
you
right, Joe.
professional at one point?
No, I played in college and high school. Okay, and I have a couple records, and I am part of a minor league baseball team in Bridgewater, New Jersey, which is now a AA affiliate for the Yankees. And Susan Waldman, the radio broadcaster and former thespian on Broadway, worked with Dick Hiley and in Man of La Mancha, is one of our best friends, my best friends. So
What's your position on the baseball team?
Well, I was a shortstop. Okay, and I have a record for having 3 triple plays. You catch that that line drive, double up the guy who's just stepped off the bag at second base. You throw it to first base, you get that guy who stepped off the bag. So I did that 3 times, and which is a record for St. Peter's High School, where I went to high school.
Wow.
Okay.
Unless that play was in Damn Yankees, Seth did not know what in the hell you just talked about.
No, but it has nothing to do with baseball.
Well, BB knows baseball. Okay.
Lola.
Yes. Yes.
But hey, guys, before we talk about baseball, I am so honored to manage the day-to-day of the Actors Fund, to have Stokes as the chairman of the board, BB as the vice chair. We have a terrific board. I think almost all of our trustees or supporters of the Actors Fund have been on the show. But what you guys did, I love that comment. Countless moments of happiness, and it really has been, 2 years of happiness. You have galvanized the entire world, I think, to shine a light and talk about, how tough it's been for performers and members of the entertainment community, because they lost work. Whether you're an actor or stagehand, they didn't have a job to go to, and the sideline work they had, did not, wasn't sustained. And that money that we spent, there's a big story behind every grant we made, and how the organization and our staff pivoted to helping people in this new digital world. It's really, to me, it's kind of amazing what all of our staff has done, what our board has done to support us, the support that but you guys, you kind of galvanized everyone around the Actors Fund. We kept on directing people to watch Stars in the House. You guys told the story. And I'm so proud of our chairman, Brian Stokes-Mitchell, because I think it was the weekend before you started, that we all got together on a call, and we talked about naming the show. And
Yes.
And I think it was Stokes who kind of fine-tuned the name, right?
Yes.
I think it was
It
so.
was
no, literally,
100%.
Yeah, because I was like, we're gonna call it Broadway at Home, and he was like, no, we're not. And he's like, I have the best name, Stars in the House. He's like, because it doesn't have to be just Broadway. The house can mean like the theater, but they're also in their house. And I was like, I get it. I'm not good at names. I mean, he came up with it.
Well, I have to say, now the financial assistance we provided around the country was fantastic. Big stories behind every grant we made. We helped people enormously, and we saved lives, I think. But also the other work that went on during the pandemic, during the pandemic we're still in. Thank you, Dr.
Right.
LaPook. Yeah, is we had expanded our nursing home, our seniors residence in Englewood. It's an incredibly safe place. We haven't lost anyone since April 2020 to COVID. And Jordan Stroll and his team there have done a remarkable job of keeping our residents and our staff safe. The buildings, the Aurora residence or the Friedman residence on West 57th Street, safe and secure. We finished a major renovation of the Palm View residence in West Hollywood. We launched a $125 million building in Hollywood, which will be done next year. It's 2 buildings, affordable housing, and a theater in the.
Wow.
So the staff has not skipped a beat. They've worked overtime. They've worked hard. They've worked smart. And
Yes.
I think, but we couldn't have done it without you galvanizing the world behind the Actors Fund. Out there every night talking about how we're helping, talking about all the donations, all the people we're helping. And I'm so proud to be associated with you two. And I know we honored you at our gala. I think we should probably honor you every year, quite frankly. We celebrate. But thank you very much from everyone at the Actors Fund, from the entire board. Stokes, I think, would be on this call, except he's making a movie in Cincinnati and
yes, he is.
Yeah, working crazy hours because it was delayed for a while. But we're so proud of you. Thank you very much.
Joe, we love you, and you and I have been working together. My God, since those Actors Fund concerts in 2001. How long have you been with the Actors Fund?
Yeah, I started in 1988, and we've grown the organization well. And we have a terrific board, a great group of supporters. You helped us add 50,000 new donors to the Actors Fund.
Stars in the House?
Yeah, well, all over the Actors Fund. I can't talk about the support the Actors Fund has received without mentioning everyone who came.
I see in the last 2 years. That's amazing.
Yeah, but you're the ones who have been out every night. We're not out there every night talking about the Actors Fund. You're out there every night. You're the ones bringing the stars and celebrities, the medical personnel like Dr. LaPook onto the show to talk. And at the bottom line, you're talking about how the Actors Fund helps. And you're talking about the people who we serve. You're talking about the people who have done so much. I mean, I can't imagine the last 2 years without the artists. Can you? I just can't. We have kind of, in my opinion, saved the world, kept the world as sane as it. I'm not sure it's completely sane yet, but the world is much better because of artists in the world. And I believe that it's artists who will, bring us home somehow.
Oh, Joe, so beautifully stated.
I know that Dr. LaPook would agree with you because he's been saying that since day one, and I agree. Seth, anything before?
Well, what about, do you want Joe read some donations?
Sure, Joe. Do you want to read some donations?
Oh, I'd love to. I'm not a thespian like BB Neuwirth, though, and I'll have to put my glasses on.
Start from the bottom. Start from 848. That's our friend Jason, who always does tech for us in Texas, but he also donated. Do you see that? It says the reason I tuned in. Hold on, go private chat.
I'm going to start at 848. Okay.
The reason I tuned in.
Oh yeah, look at that. Okay. I'm almost there, guys. 848.
Okay. A lot of donations.
Yeah, a lot of donations.
Hey, the reason I tuned in to the first episode of Stars in the House was because Kelly shared that she would be on. Now, after 2 years, I have been blessed to donate time and money to this amazing organization. I was tempted to say amazing, but
Thank you, Joe. Finally.
Congrats, Seth, James, David, Dr. LaPook, and the whole team. So proud. Jason from Amarillo, Texas, $25.
We love Jason. He always does our tech for us. Keep going up. There are a couple more to read, and then we'll bring on BB.
You want me to go? Okay, 842. Happy anniversary and happy Purim. Thank you again, Seth, James, Dr. LaPook, and SITH team, that Stars in the House team, for helping to keep us all happy and sane over the last 2 interesting years. Thanks for 2 years of smiles, laughs, tears of joy and sadness and hope, and for the friends we've all met along the way. Don Wolcott from Washington, $20. People from all over the world, all over the country. It's just astounding, and God, you guys should be so proud of what you've done and what you're doing.
Joe, read the one from Carol from Pittsburgh. You'll get to say your word finally. 842.
842. This is the one that says Brava?
It begins, no, thank you.
Oh, that would have worked too.
Right above that.
Okay.
Hi, stars in the house. Hi, Sith. 842, right above that.
Not love you guys. A huge thank you to two. Oh, thank you, everyone.
No, go 842. Hi, SITH. Thank you.
Got it. Thank you for entertaining and educating for the last 2 years. You are amazing.
Thank you.
Carol from Pittsburgh, $100.
Thank you, Carol, for saying amazing.
You know, hey, Seth and James, what you've done over my tenure at the Actors Fund. You know, I was just talking to someone about the great Funny Girl concert we did, talking about chess, Seth in the pit. You know, and James, you know that whenever I talk to Seth about budget for our benefits, which were always very financially successful and artistic achievements, successes, he'd always say something like, I can't do it unless I have 25 musicians on the stage or in the pit, you know, and we somehow found a way to pay for those musicians or promote someone to pay those musicians. But
there you go.
But I want to thank you for making sure that everything you've done for Broadway Cares, Equity Fights AIDS, for the Actors Fund has been of the highest quality. You know, this is these are not just your typical benefits. These are works of great theater. So thank you for that. And you could not have a better husband than James. Okay, so James, I want to hear you sing some more too.
Thank you, Joe.
Sweet, Joe. Thank you.
And we want to give a shout out to Maggie because Maggie has been amazing. She's been our rock
liaison
for Actors Fund, and whenever we've had a problem, Maggie has been there. These whole
Maggie
2 years.
Oberander.
Yes,
Maggie Oberander. She's the best. She's terrific.
What a time to begin a job. Thank you, Joe.
Okay, Maggie. Joe.
Okay, thank you all. Bye bye.
And I should give a shout out, just by the way, when Joe says, I did always want my full orchestras. I always said we have to have a full orchestra. And it was Charlie Gordon who negotiated with the union to get much lower costs so we could have those full orchestras for all those concerts. I skipped over the Bravo.
Well, there was one here too that got skipped. So tomorrow will be my 3rd pandemic birthday. I remember the first show and the first canceled birthday celebration as if it was yesterday. It's hard to fathom that we are still here, but I donate in honor of everyone in the Stars in the House family who has provided entertainment, inspiration, and comfort to us over the last 2 years. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Julie Riddle, $25. Yeah, we did. Yes.
Okay, and there was that Brava one.
Yes. Well, you can go ahead and read that stuff right there.
Brava, Seth and James. Thank you for 2 amazing years of light in the darkness. You've helped so many in a myriad of ways. With gratitude, Diane Grasso, $20. Thank you, Diane. Thank you for saying Brava.
And so I don't forget this. Love you guys. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for all of us, especially the theater community. Cannot wait to get back to New York City and see live theater. Also, cannot tell you how much of a Jon LaPook fangirl I am. Dr. LaPook, if you're still watching, get that. Best Liz, $515.
$515, people. We are past the matching donation.
Wow. And there's more donations, but we're going to have BB Neuwirth read them. So let's bring on, yes, she has spent countless hours in energy with the Actors Fund behind the scenes, but she's also been a frequent welcome guest on Stars in the House. Please welcome BB Neuwirth. Hi, BB.
Hi, fellas.
Hi, BB. So good to see you. How are you?
I'm all right. Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is your actual position at the Actors Fund? I don't quite know what different people do. I just know they kind of represent the Actors Fund to me.
I think I'm a vice chair. I'm a vice chairperson, and I also, yeah, that's my title. But I also, as a vice chair, I am the founder of the Dancers Resource, which, you know, because we serve everyone in the performing arts and entertainment, I thought we need a program specifically for dancers and their particular needs, because, you know, overcoming injuries, coming back from injuries, all this stuff. So there is a program for dancers, and I got to found that. I actually brought the idea to my fellow board member, Tom Viola, who is the executive director of Broadway Cares. I said, I think we need something for dancers. He said, yep, you do. Let's do that. And I think you should do it. I did want to say that there's, every time I come on, I say stuff about, my mind goes faster than my mouth does, and I'm not very good at getting the information out. So I always have this esprit d'escalier. The next day, you know, Monday morning quarterback.
Right.
Like, oh, I should have said this. I should. So I wrote down.
Oh, I love it.
There are 4 things that I want to say about the Actors Fund, and nobody speaks better about it than Joe Benincasa. And he is our most fantastic leader, and he's a beautiful man, a beautiful leader. I want to say 4 things. It's for everyone, nationwide, in the performing arts and entertainment. If you are a sound operator at a radio station in Duluth, it's for you. We serve you. So it's absolutely everyone. Opera, ballet, music, all those 25 musicians that Seth you couldn't do without. All of those musicians are eligible to be helped by the Actors Fund. Okay. The other thing is we do everything. And if we don't do it, call us up and say, I think I need this. And if they don't do it, they'll help you find someone who does. If they might say, oh, okay, let me figure this out and we will work on this, and they will help you get the help that you need. The third thing is confidentiality. A lot of times, and we learned this as we started a group specifically for dancers, a lot of people have trouble asking for help. Mm-hmm. And even though they deserve it, they need it, they are entitled to it. It's very hard for some people to. And if one of those stumbling blocks is nerves about people finding out that you've asked, there is no need for that. There is the utmost confidentiality. You will be treated with the utmost respect. Nobody will know, and you can absolutely trust the staff, who are magnificent, who work there. And the other thing is, you know how you guys always say, oh, and their home too. And I go, yeah, we have a home, but I don't know enough about it to get somebody else to talk about it. That home that Joe was saying, we did a whole edition. There's another thing about the home that a lot of people don't know, is that it's not just for the professionals in performing arts and entertainment. It's for our families as well. So if you're taking care of a sibling, or if you're taking care of a parent, that home is for them as well, because that's how the Actors Fund takes care of us. Right. As we take care of our immediate family, that may be the thing that is needed. So it's a fantastic facility, and
because the reality, BB,
on this piece of paper.
That's amazing. Yeah, because the reality regarding the Actors Fund home is that most artists don't make $1 million or even $100,000, but their parents, let's say if their parent needs to go in an amazing facility like the Actors Fund home, they and their parents had sent them to dance class and got them voice lessons, and they were a success, but they didn't make enough money to really help their parents. There is a place for them, so their child, who is a professional in the arts, doesn't have to worry about their parents who are so supportive of them.
That's right. That's right.
That's beautifully said, James. I totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to, first of all,
and we have some donations for BB to read.
I'm going to give a shout out to people like Isabel in Germany and Donald Young in England, because Carol Hop just said, cheers to all of us non-Americans who are supporting this cause.
I agree.
It's a big
Absolutely.
deal.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
What should BB read? We have a lot of nice.
BB, can you go to the private chat?
Yes.
And at 8:57.
Yes, there's a line. It's
underneath that line.
Okay.
Yes.
What a ride this has been. Thank you, Seth and James and Pookie.
Yes.
And everyone for 2 amazing years. Wasn't it fun to watch Dr. LaPook blush?
Yes. Yes.
Arts in the House has been life-changing for so many people. Thank you for bringing together the SITH Core, #SITHCoreFam. And of course, it's not Stars in the House without cats, because #David is our guy, Jocelyn Dickman.
David Katz, he is our guy. Since day one, we could not have done it.
That's right. Absolutely. Go on, BB, if you don't
I'm
mind.
sorry, I'm looking around. If I'm distracted, I'm looking around. I brought my cat home from the hospital. I'm trying to make sure she doesn't lick her wound.
We brought
Bagel home yesterday.
Bagel had surgery yesterday. He's with my mom right now.
And he can't lick his wound either.
We're right with you. We understand.
Did they wriggle right out of that thing? My cat came home and went like this.
Thank you. Yes.
We had to get a bigger one. Yeah.
The answer is yes.
There is no collar that can contain my little Ruby. No.
Poor baby. You can go search. Okay, well, tell us if you need to go.
Okay. I might just go. You might see me do this. No.
Yeah. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Congratulations, Seth and James, on the 2nd anniversary of Stars in the House. I want to thank you and Dr. LaPook for helping to keep me sane during the past 2 years. Well, semi-sane anyway. I'm not completely there yet, but the help of SITH and all your wonderful guests, I'll make it. Much love to you and all who contribute to this great cause. Stay well, stay happy, stay as wonderful as you are. $25. Thank you. Doesn't say who it's from, but thank you.
David, mysterious.
This person. Shall I go on?
Yes.
Happy anniversary on a remarkable 2 years of SITH. Again, thanks again for everything to Seth and James and family, Dr. LaPook, all guests, David Katz, and the rest of the SITH team, the Actors Fund, Mazel Tov, and Chai. Gail in Cambridge, Massachusetts, $18. Hi.
Hi. Hi there.
That's
Thank
for
you,
people
BB.
who don't know. Chai is 18.
Represents life.
Yes.
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 My mom has a shirt that says high maintenance. Steven Spadaro got it for her. It's a great shirt.
And then here's from Joe Benincasa. Joe,
He wants you to know. He wants.
He's just saying stuff about me. Embarrassing. I thought
He's a fan.
BB, thank you so much.
I am.
We'll see you at the next game night. Stars in something.
All right, thank you, and thank you to all of your co-hosts or all of your understudies and all of your people who come in for you, Brenda Braxton and
Absolutely
all the rest of your magnificent friends.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Beebs.
Bye, BB.
My God.
You want to read that one, Seth, and then
We have
we're gonna bring in
another one.
David Katz, actually.
Well, it wasn't David read it then.
Okay, David, please welcome to Stars in the House. David, you did it. I was going to bring you on. Yes.
Sorry about that.
Jeez.
Oh my
All
God.
right, David.
I blew it.
That's okay.
There are so many amazing donations tonight. I cannot believe it. If it's possible, I have maybe 20 more donations that I would love to read, but this one in the private chat, I'll go ahead and read it right now. You guys are the best. I guess this is a donation as I've always meant to send a donation. Your
consolidated donation.
Consolidated donation as I've always meant to send a donation. Your guests have been exceptional, but I too started watching that night night one because of the fabulous Kelly O'Hara. Thank
Kelly.
you both, Kelly, Dr. LaPook, and all of your wonderful guests. Michael, $515. Thank you, Michael.
That's specific, Michael. Wow,
Incredible.
that matching donation. She's like, ooh. Kind of regretting what I
We
promised.
made it by far.
Oh my gosh. So I guess, David, I don't know how we'll do those other donations.
Well, we should maybe save those other 20s to our next show. So
well,
we
the
have to
next show, though, is for,
That's well, but I mean, our next real starts now.
All right, so we'll save it. Maybe for a game night. So, David, put them aside. So all of you who we could not read the donations, we'll read them, but we'll save them for a game night because we're due for a game
Should
night.
I first show Jack's video before I show you?
Oh, I didn't even know there was a Jack video.
Oh, the $1 million one.
Oh, that one. Yes, that was so. So this is from our June 30th, 2021 episode, our first when we were all together in person, right?
And we first hit $1 million, which we've now far surpassed. But I thought to celebrate, we could show Jack's video once again.
That's fun.
It was a Broadway medley and some odd keys, but
Yes.
Jack still got it. 1, 2, 3.
They dreamed a dream in time gone by, that they might raise a little money before quarantine passes by. They wanted to go and raise a big pile of money. Bet you they can't.
Bet they fall flat. Bet they get into a divorce-causing spat. Oh, that's what you think, they'll say with a grin. Then wouldn't you know, they just broke 1 million. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, stars in the house made $1 million. And all your followers are kind. 'Cause what good is sitting alone in your room? So says the SITH core fam. Tell me this feeling lasts till forever. Tell me the bad times are out with the trash. Please understand, it's still strange and amazing, 'cause $1 million is a shit ton of cash. I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy now. $1 friggin' million, all for the actors' fun. $1 friggin' million, every one of us done. Your contributions help so many artists to pull through. You brought so much light and laughter, and we love you.
It's so high.
Brilliant. He's brilliant. The editing, the acting, the writing, and then the singing. Seth was checking the piano to see what
I
was
was.
happening because it was so amazing.
But I'm also obsessed with the tone change. And all your followers are kind.
Yes, yes.
Which is true.
Brilliant. Oh my
okay,
God.
there's so many people to thank, which you see on the credits, and I hate to actually, cite one person because so many people have helped, but I don't even the people that are Jen and Diane and Margie and Blake and Cicely and Kara Serber and Jason Crispin and the list goes on and on.
And remember, David Engelman was doing donations, and then my sister
Early on, right?
Nancy was doing donations, and then Paul Castry. We've had just
Ross Cohen, Griffin. I mean, so many people have helped, the smallest of tasks, the biggest of tasks. And it's too hard to name them all, but the credits will roll. And
Jake Perlman.
That's right.
Yeah, like crazy. Incredible.
And the Berlanti Family Foundation, which we wouldn't have been able to do this if they hadn't helped us at the very beginning.
That's right. And again, we want to thank StreamYard because StreamYard has been there literally from the beginning, helping us David, you know better than anyone, the tech support that we've gotten. They've always been there.
StreamYard is the best, absolutely the best. And the people are the best too.
I just texted, I texted with them today, and I'll say, International Rescue Committee, who we will be supporting in 10 days with our 10-hour telethon. I don't even know because you weren't on the meeting, David. I didn't tell you this earlier when we had our 5:30 planning meeting that they use them too. They're on StreamYard.
Wow.
They said that they were late to the game. They were after us. They think that we were one of the first
started
ones,
the trend.
So they're on it.
It's an amazing platform that's easy to use, that allows creators to go live and to share whatever they want to do. Truly, truly an amazing platform. And the people there, like Seth said, are amazing. Mom and pop. It's not like Facebook or any of these big companies. You can email someone and reach them, and they're just so helpful and kind. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Bob, we have to thank Maria Didia, who's helped us since day one.
I know is watching, of course.
And when we were doing 2 shows a day, 2 p.m. and 8 p.m., we have to thank Rose Katz and Elizabeth Hendricks for making nonstop food for these clowns.
Yes.
All the meals are made. So
I missed a lot of meals with the 2 and the 8 o'clock shows. I would be like,
gosh,
is dinner ready? Okay, put it in the microwave. So.
Yeah.
And of course, as BB said, shout out to our guest host when we realized that we were going to need a break.
Judy Gold, Sierra, Laura Bonanza, Brenda Braxton, Christine Petty,
to Peter Flynn and Hudson Flynn for plays in the house,
Anika Larson and Jessica and Julie Wesley
and Julie Rudetsky Wesley, and also for Julie putting up with our absence because she may have been behind that wall, but that was when we were downstairs. But it took a lot. It's taken a lot of time.
Yeah.
So and now Julie's at Purchase College and is like, bye guys, you can continue the show without me.
I'll tune in when I can.
I'll tune in when I can, as it should be. Go ahead,
So
David.
I'm here because after we do a weekly production meeting, and James had left the meeting, and we were talking about the anniversary show and what we think we could do. And the first thought that came to our mind was our fans, the people that make the show possible, the people that donate, the people that watch that night in and night out, whether they tune in every night or once or twice. These are the people that keep us going, keep the show going with donations, with views, with likes on Instagram, sharing things about the Actors Fund, you name it, they do it. There's a Facebook group. So we just wanted to highlight them and thank them, because without them, Stars in the House wouldn't be possible. And I know with our 1-year anniversary show, we did a little thank you video at the end with some messages from some people. And we thought that would just be a great way to close out the show, because
I love it.
The show is our fans and the people that watch. So we put together a little video of some of our most loyal fans. And it's just a messages sending love and thank you for what Stars in the House has meant to them. So if it's okay, I'll go ahead and play it.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Hey peeps, it's Linda Golan. What does Stars in the House mean to me? It means infotainment. It means medical advice. It means a COVID support group. David, don't cut me off. It means James's big heart. Shakoyach to Seth, and see everyone in the chat.
Seth, James, Dr. LaPook, thank you for sharing your time and your lives with us for the past 2 years. You gave me something to look forward to every night and made me feel connected to something good in this turbulent world. As we travel on, love's what I'll remember. Thank you.
Happy 2nd anniversary, Seth and James, for Stars in the House. Thank you for saving my sanity during the pandemic. My name's Tony Anacone.
Hey Seth and James, it's Amanda Stump, and as someone who started watching Stars in the House at the very beginning of the pandemic, I just wanted to let you know that as I have some physical disabilities and had to quarantine with my 4 very young children, you guys gave me something tangible to kind of look toward every day, and you are such an encouragement to me. So we love you and happy anniversary.
Now that's a good cup of coffee. Mermaid Mom here. Hey, everybody. Thank you, Seth and James, for 2 years of Stars in the House. Brought us all together as a family. Theater lovers everywhere.
Happy anniversary and enjoy your day.
Seth and James, over the past 2 years, you've helped so many people stay inspired, informed, and comforted. Thank you to the whole team for all that you do and the light that you shine.
Anywho, thank you, Stars in the House, for 2 great years. And I hope there's more to come. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks.
This is actually a good cup of coffee, and I've been needing many of these in the last 2 years. I hope the shows are still as much fun to do for you guys as they are to watch for me. So thank you for everything, and keep up the good work.
Above all, I just want to say thank you to Seth and James for everything you guys have done for the last 2 years. And it's been one big emotional roller coaster for me personally. But anywho, thank you, Seth Rudetsky and James Wesley, for everything you guys have done for the last 2 years. Sending all my love to you. So, anywho, here's the 2 years of Stars in the House. Let's go!
Stars in the House has been appointment TV for me for the past 2 years. My favorite episode is still Phantom Fantasy, especially Sierra's participation, and of course the game nights. Thank you again, Seth, James, Dr. LaPook, et al., and I love my new Sith Core fam.
Happy anniversary, Seth and James and Pookie and everyone who makes Stars in the House happen. Thank you for 2 years of laughter, joy, so much laughter, music, community, and information. Hey, Sith Core fam. Happy anniversary to us, too.
Seth, James, and the entire Stars in the House team, thank you for making me feel less isolated during this pandemic. I look forward to many more game nights and lots of live chats with my Sith Core fam. I may be meeting you all in person one day. Hashtag #WhenHey.
We're here having dinner, getting ready to go see Anyone Can Whistle that we learned about through you.
And we've met so many people because of you.
Thank you for being such kind, generous men. We love you.
What does Stars in the House mean? Let's go to Webster's. Stars in the House, noun.
fundraising platform for the arts accentuated by joy, caring, inclusion, information, inspiration, insight, family, friendship, community, education and storytelling, support and vulnerability and respect. A cornucopia of artistic expression and emotion, gift wrapped with love, affirmation, and laughter. Sounds perfect to me.
Oh my gosh, that is so great. Thank you all for sending those videos in, and thank you, David, for putting that together.
And surprised, I didn't know any of that was going to happen. How did you send out the word so secretly, you trickster?
That's why we have such a great team. Thank you to our Stars in the House team who kept it quiet. And thank you to everyone who sent in videos. I get goosebumps just thinking and hearing that we get to have that kind of impact on people's lives and that we get to do that every day. And Seth and James, you allow that opportunity for me, for the team, for so many people. Goosebumps that those people feel so attached and emotionally invested, and it just gives me goosebumps every time I watch it. And I made it and I edited it and every time. So thank you for all you have done, and thank you to our fans, because we wouldn't be here without you guys.
Absolutely. I'm
what a great anniversary show. My God, we were
absolutely.
so busy with the other stuff coming up. I wasn't prepared for what a great night this was going to be.
So thank you, David, for helping
David,
make this
man.
happen. And like I said, check our social media on Friday. You'll learn a lot more Friday afternoon.
Big show.
And with check our social media, you can like, subscribe, and all of that stuff. If you don't already follow us on social media, I know Jen Waste wants me to make sure I say that. So thank you, Jen. And we will see you Saturday, March 26th at 12 noon Eastern. Seth, you want to take it away with the credits?
No, my sister's watching. I think she wants me to literally hand you a tissue. It's from Nancy.
Okay.
All right, everyone.
Thank you
Bye.
all.
Thank you. Bye,
Thank you,
David.
Rick.
Great seeing you.
Bye.
Happy anniversary. Bye.
Athens. Oh.
I didn't know if you were going to play, Seth.
I was gonna do Jacqueline's
or is it
song.
not? Is it not plugged in? Oh, it is plugged in.
Jacqueline was doing where is it? She's saying thank you for the music, the songs I'm singing. Thanks for all the joy they're bringing. Who can live without us? Who can live?
Oh, I didn't say Diane Kalber. Diane, hello. Of course, thank you. Well, I want to. You can't say it enough.
Diane is the
I've been friends with Diane for 30 years. I can say her name a million times.
She writes back to everyone.
Everyone, my
She is
God.
the best. Love Diane.
Absolutely.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, Staging Concepts. Thank you, StreamYard. And good.